table, right? So like for that, we have some sample table. That sample table find out the columns like EMP number, e-name, no, like a salary, any of the columns, gender, like a father name, date of birth. Tell me any other columns, address, mobile number, mobile number, email address, age, like this, it is having the columns. So the same columns. Now we are thinking to create an SQL Server. So let's say, as we discussed in yesterday class, the syntax of table creation is create table, table name, column name, column name, data type, and so on. Like how many we want, that many rows we can make it. Okay, same by using this syntax. Now I'm creating the table. Create table. Table name is what? Employee. Under this, like a first column name is EMP number. EMP number. So for this, like the EMP number, it is as we discussed on yesterday class, the EMP number here we are providing it as a numeric values. For numeric values, we have number values or numeric values. We have several data types like int, big int, small int, tiny int. Like that, it is having the several data types of information. So in this, which one we need to choose, that is the point for the table creation basis. In this, we need to choose which one we need to choose. If the value, whatever the value we will give in future, like at the table data insertion point of view, whatever the value we will give, that if it is 0 to 2 power 8, it means 2 power 255. 255. What is the range of small int? Minus 32,002 plus 32,000. What is the range of int?
Minus 2.14 billion to 2.14 billion.
Minus 2.14 billion to like a plus 2.14 billion. Instead of reminding these kind of values, like you can mention like this, 0 to 2 power 8. 0 to 2 power 8. Like it's a minus 0 minus 2 power 15 2 plus 2 power 15. Okay. So this, instead of keeping it as a billions values in mind, it is difficult. So plus minus 2 power 32 31 2 power 31 2 power 31 2 plus 2 power 31. This like a minus 2 power 63 2 plus 2 power 63. Okay. If it is values in this range, based on that, we will go. Now, like based on that, here we will declare it as in my organization future strength. If it is maximum 1 lakh, if we feel it, then we can go with integer data type. Integer data type. Then next one is name information. Name information, employee name, e-name. Okay. So the name information, e-name information, like here, I'm making it as it's a character information. It's a character information to providing the character informations, like we have char, varchar, n, char, n, varchar. It is having this kind of 4 data types. Like row to row, whenever we have fixed length of information. Row to row, whenever we have fixed length of information. Fixed length of information. Fixed length of information. Then we can go with char. Whenever we have row to row variable length of information, then we can go with varchar data type. Varchar data type. Okay. So this is same so here the e-name, it is like a variable length of information, row to row. Then we can use here it as a varchar data type. So the varchar of 50. Okay, clear? Now, let's say here, up to this, it is clear. Any question from anyone? అర్థమైందా అందరికి?
అర్థమైంది.
So now let's see here. Now we will go with nchar and nvarchar. So that are clear?
Sure, Anna.
Let's say nchar and nvarchar. nvarchar ఎప్పుడు వెళ్తాము అంటే మనకు ఎప్పుడైతే it will allow these 2 data types, it will allow only ANSI characters. Only ANSI characters. ANSI characters is nothing but which is available on our keyboard. In our keyboard, it is having alphanumeric information. Also, it is having some special symbols. Whatever the things it is having on our keyboard, that it will go with as ANSI characters. So these two we can prefer to use it as ANSI characters. Okay, so let's say my project, assume my project, we are implementing in worldwide. ఇప్పుడు నా ప్రాజెక్ట్ అనేది వరల్డ్ వైడ్ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ చేస్తున్నాను. అప్పుడు లైక్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ చైనీస్ అండ్ జపనీస్, దే ఆర్ నాట్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ టు insert the information in English language. They are more interested to insert their own language. Their own language. Their own language is like a, this is like a, their own language they are thinking to insert. The at that time to inserting like a universal characters, excepting including English language, any other language to inserting like a, we can use it as a nchar and nvarchar. This nchar and nvarchar, it will allow Unicode characters. This nchar and nvarchar, it will allow Unicode characters. Unicode characters. Unicode characters is nothing but universal characters. Like to inserting Japanese, Chinese, English, Telugu, like any kind of language to inserting purpose in the database basis, we can use it as a Unicode characters. This it will allow like a only ANSI characters. ANSI characters, it will coming into like our keyboard point of view, whatever the information it is there, that only it will coming into the picture. Okay, so these all the remaining like any kind of information basis to providing like this nchar and nvarchar. So here few of the people will coming it as a doubt like sir, all the places I can use, even though include universal languages point of view, English is also part of that. So can I declare all the places is nchar or nvarchar? So the problem is like here again memory issue. For each character, for one character, for each character, it will take 2 bytes of memory. If we declare these two for each character, it will take 2 bytes of memory. For each character, for each and every character, for each character, it will take 2 bytes of memory. If we go with these two things, here it will occupy for one character. Yesterday class itself I said, for one character, 1 byte of memory. 1 byte of memory. So 1 byte of memory, one character, 1 byte of memory. So now you can think which one I need to prefer to use. So in case if I'm developing the project in only India wise, if I use varchar, nchar and nvarchar, the memory goes to double. Right? So such a reason, based on the situation, we need to use the preferable data types. Okay, in interview point of view, there are the interview questions. One is char versus varchar, and another interview question is what is the difference between char and nchar? Char and nchar. Okay, so first, what is the difference between char and nchar? Char and nchar. Char will allow ANSI characters. This it will allow Unicode characters. Unicode characters. For each and every character, char will take 1 byte of memory. Nchar for each and every character, nchar will take 2 bytes of number. Is it clear? Next next column is salary. ఏదైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే feel free and ask. Salary. Salary is money related information, right? In SQL Server. To providing the money, we have two types of data types. Money and small money. Small money. Small money is allows with this range. Small money will go with this range. Like a minus 32,000 to like a minus like a 2.14 billion to like a plus 2.14 billion value. Plus 2.14 billion value. Like more than that value, like a minus 2 power 62, like a this, it will allow with this range of thing. Okay, this range of thing. So here, sir, each and every place, like however money is also numeric information, I will declare with the, instead of going with the small money, I will go with as a into big into or small into. Yes, you can declare. When if you don't want like a 60 pies, 70 pies, that decimal values, exact decimal values, then you can go with like this, any of the value, it is fine. Any of these integer data types, it is fine. Any int, small int, anything, it is fine. So when like it is having like this kind of information, if you want exact decimal values also, 60 pies, 70 pies also, then we need to go with these kind of data types. Okay. So now let's see my like in my company point of view, the maximum salary is assume 1 CR. So do I need to go with the small money or money? నా కంపెనీలో మాక్సిమం శాలరీ అనేది 1 CR. అప్పుడు ఏ డేటా టైప్ డిక్లేర్ చేయాలి? స్మాల్ మనీ. నాకు తెలిసి ఇక్కడి వరకు చాలా మంది కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతున్నట్టున్నారు. కన్ఫ్యూజ్ ఉందా? క్లియరా? ఈ డేటా టైప్ డిక్లరేషన్ మనీ, స్మాల్ మనీ, ఇంట్ వీటికాడ క్లియరా? డౌట్ ఉందా? If you have doubt, let me know. I will go with the Excel and I will explain. If you clear, then I will go with the next concept.
Can we place instead of small money int?
Yes, we can use. అదే మనకు 60 పైస్ 70 పైస్ అవి వద్దు అనుకుంటే పైసా వాల్యూస్ లైక్ డాట్ టూ డెసిమల్ వాల్యూస్ వస్తాయి కదా డిఫాల్ట్ గా, అవి వద్దు అనుకుంటే అప్పుడు మనం డైరెక్ట్ గా వాటికి వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు. అవి మనకు కావాలి అనుకుంటే అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలంటే మనం స్మాల్ మనీకే వెళ్ళాలి. ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ కాలం ఈజ్ like a gender. Now you people only tell me, like for gender, like I'm thinking to give either M or F, only one character for all the rows, either M or F. Then which data type I need to declare? For each and every row, I'm thinking to give MF మాత్రమే ఇవ్వాలి అనుకుంటున్నా. అప్పుడు ఏ డేటా టైప్ డిక్లేర్ చేయాలి? క్యార్. Yes, it's a fixed length of information, right, for each and every row. So then we can use char data type. Char of, it's one character only. So we can go with one. Next, father name. Now which data type I need to use?
Varchar.
N varchar.
N varchar ఎందుకు వస్తుందని మనం ఓన్లీ ఇండియన్
Oh.
ప్రాజెక్ట్ అనుకుంటే varchar.
Yes, sir.
When we are implementing universal project, then we are using in place of varchar, then we will go with the n varchar. Okay, clear. Next one is date of birth. Date of birth. So to providing date of birth information, majorly we have two data types. One is data, second one is date time. Okay, so in case like for your table point of view, if you want to provide, if you want to provide date along with time, then we can go with date time data type. If you want to insert only date data type, only date information, then we can go with date. So when simply whenever we are filling that information, proposal, marriage proposals, like such kind of things, date time we need to provide. So if you go with only like a employee information point of view, student information point of view, we will go with as a usually date data. Next column is address. Before going to address, like my father name, I'm thinking to give it as a father name like this. Father space name. Okay, this is not recommendable format in real time point of view. This is not a recommendable format. Like in real time, whenever we have space between two words, like we can use like this, father underscore name. In real time, we will use the column name like this. Okay, so and like still few of the people, they will expect it as a space only. Basically in real time, we won't give it as a space between the two columns. In place of space, we can use it as a underscore. In place of space, we can use it as a underscore. So here, still your client is said it as usual, I need it as a space. If you write like this, it will throw error. So when we are keeping in two or more words with space, then we need to keep in square brackets. Like if it is table name, even though for table name also, for table name also, if we are providing space, that we need to keep in square bracket. If it is table name, if it is column name, if it is database name, any kind of naming thing, if we are giving it as a space, we need to mention square bracket. If it is instead of a space in real time basis, we will use it as a underscore. Okay, next column is what is the next column? Address. What is the data type I need to give for address? Varchar. Okay, clear? So now let's see for this address. If you observe here, it is taking this as blue color. Blue color indicate keyword. Sometimes the keywords will allow for column names. Sometimes the keywords it won't allow for column names. Sometimes the keywords it will allow for column names. Sometimes the keywords it won't allow for column names. So better like whenever you are using it as whenever the column name it is coming in blue color, better to keep that in square brackets. Okay, column name in blue color, better to keep that in square brackets. Next one is mobile number. Now, which data type I need to declare? Mobile number. Guys, ఆన్లైన్ లో మనం నిద్రపోవడం లేదు, క్లాస్ లో ఉన్నాము, అందరూ రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వాలి. Like for mobile number, which data type I need to declare? అర్థం కాలేదు. So let's see in this table, I have mobile. Yes, please. Which data type I need to declare? Int, big int, small int, tiny int. Big int. Okay, yes, that is correct answer. So if we take my number, like here, this is whole number, right? Okay, this is the value. It's a 10 digits of number. It's a 10 digits of number. That 10 digits, it will go with like a big int only. Big int only. So that we will declare big int. Next one is like email address. Now email address, which data type I need to declare? Email address, we need to declare it as a varchar of 50. Next one, like a column is age. Age data type it is there. Age it is we can provide which data type? Age get as
int.
Into char. See, whenever we are providing the numeric information, why the char and varchar is coming into the picture? It's not meaningful, right? Char varchar అనేది picture like రావాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు కదా. Yes, no.
Yes.
So we need to go with, for numeric information point of view, we can go with the tiny int, small int, this kind of data types only we can go. So now in these data types, like the maximum is which the human being will live, like it's 100 years, 120 years, like max that is, right? So like if it is maximum 120 years, that 120 years is in the range of this 0 to 255?
Yeah. 10.
Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So then which one I need to prefer to use?
Tiny.
Int. మనం ఎప్పుడైనా ఫ్యూచర్ లో మాక్సిమం వాల్యూ ఏది ఇస్తామో దాన్ని పెట్టుకొని డేటా టైప్ అనేది డిసైడ్ అవుతాము. అర్థమైనా? క్లియర్? సో నౌ like all these columns it is there. So I'm closing that bracket. Simply like before executing this, like on which database you are thinking to store, that you need to choose it. Like I'm thinking to store ADE batch 8. That is our database, right? So now I'm thinking to create. Let's simply click on create. So you can observe there is an already object name employee in the database. Yesterday class, we have created the table, employee table with the same name, right? Employee table with the same name under this batch, ADE batch 8. Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
This we have created yesterday class. So now I need to delete this table. Okay, now like I don't want this table. In place of this table, we need it as this kind of table. So to deleting the table, we can use it as a drop command. Drop, I will explain again, once again, drop table name. That is the syntax. Okay, so now drop table name is employee. So selecting that, click on execute. So whenever you are executing, first you need to check which database here it is there. First, must and should you need to check which database it is there. Like assume in place of like deleting one database in another database, it will go with as a conflict. So now it is deleted. Now I'm thinking to create with the same table. Click on execute. Command completed successfully. Now just we can refresh this. Check with tables. This is the columns just now we created, right? That is it. Okay, write it. Leave it this drop command. Drop we will discuss later. The table creation, we can write it up properly. How many are in Bangalore? ఇప్పుడున్న బ్యాచ్ లో ఎంతమంది బెంగళూరులో ఉన్నారండి? I thought Manohar is in Bangalore.
Yes.
అందరూ బెంగళూరులోనే ఉన్నారు.
అవునా.
No.
One or two, except 1 or 2 persons. Okay. So if we are in Bangalore and that to Martali location లో ఉన్నప్పుడు మనం కోర్స్ తీసుకుంటున్నాము అంటే ఆఫ్లైన్కి వచ్చేదానికి ఏమండి మనకు? అది మీకే వదిలేస్తున్నాను నేను. మనం లైక్ ఎప్పుడైనా ఒకటి గుర్తు పెట్టుకోండి, ఫేస్ టు ఫేస్ కాంటాక్ట్ ఉంటే మనం చదివే విధానం డిఫరెంట్గా ఉంటుంది. ఆన్లైన్లో కూర్చొని మనం ఇది చేస్తుంటే ఇంకో రకంగా ఉంటుంది. లైక్ సింపుల్ ఫండా, ఈరోజు మార్నింగ్ నుంచి నేను అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తున్నా, ఒక పర్సన్ వచ్చేసి కంటిన్యూస్గా డ్రాప్ అవుతున్నాడు, జాయిన్ అవుతున్నాడు, డ్రాప్ అవుతున్నాడు, జాయిన్ అవుతున్నాడు. నెట్వర్క్. సెకండ్ థింగ్, లైక్ ఇన్ కేస్ మనం ఆన్లైన్లో కూర్చొని వినడం వల్ల మనకు వస్తే సెకండ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే మన ఫోన్లో మెసేజ్ కానీ ఫోన్ కానీ ఎవరైనా చేశారంటే ఇమీడియట్గా అది పిక్ చేస్తాం, క్లాస్ పార్టీ క్లాస్ మూవ్ అవుతా ఉంటుంది. అండ్ మన ఫ్రెండ్ ఎవరైనా పిలిచినారు అంటే ఆ పక్క చూస్తాము. సో మై సజెషన్, ఆల్వేస్ ప్రిఫర్ టు గో విత్ ఆఫ్లైన్ క్లాస్ ఓన్లీ. It's up to you, Rish. And one more thing, how many persons installation done? ఇన్స్టలేషన్ ఇంకా ఎవరైనా పెండింగ్ ఉందా? పెండింగ్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు రైస్ చేయండి.
మమ్మీ అన్న.
ఇంకా పెండింగ్ పెట్టుకుంటే కష్టం. ఇంక ఈ రోజు నుంచి ప్రాక్టికల్, ఇది కంప్లీట్ గా ప్రాక్టికల్ సెషన్స్.
Sure, I will do it for this week now.
From today we will go with complete practical sessions, like there is no theoretical sessions.
Okay, and I will do it for this week because I am a native. So I will come to this week on Bangalore now. My laptop is there, so I will do it for this week on Saturday.
Okay. Any other persons? Okay, everyone is clear. Fine.
Hello, no.
Sorry?
No, I joined yesterday now.
Okay.
So I need to now install this program.
Yeah, shall look. You can go through that old recordings also.
Yeah, I reviewed that now. It's free.
Okay, clear?
Okay.
రాసుకున్నారా ఇది? ఈ డేటా టైప్స్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కూడా సేమ్ లైక్ హై లెవెల్లో రాసుకుంటానంటే రాసుకోండి. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ హై లెవెల్. లేకపోతే గూగుల్లో సింపుల్ టేబుల్ చూద్దాం అండి. ఇక్కడ ఉన్న వాటిల్లో మనం చెప్పిన ఆర్డర్ ప్రకారం రాసుకోండి. ఫస్ట్ టినీ ఇంటర్ 0 to 255, లేదంటే టేబుల్ చూద్దాం అండి. Write it this table. Range memory. Done. So simply you can mention it as like carry and carry ఇవి కూడా పెట్టుకొని సింపుల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ లో అర్థమయ్యేటట్లు రాసుకోండి. ఏంటి ఫస్ట్ క్యార్ కింద ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్ వచ్చేసి పిక్సెల్ లెంత్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, pixel length of information, like it's a ANSI or ASCII. It's ANSI characters. It will allow ANSI characters or ASCII in bracket non-Unicode characters. Non-Unicode. Non-Unicode. Next point, you can keep it one character, one byte. For one character, 1 byte of memory. Next, keep hitting varchar. Same right, one character, 1 byte. Next, nchar. Unicode characters. For one character, 2 bytes of memory. Is it done? Okay. Up to this, you can do the practice today. We'll meet on tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.